Coming up, unvaccinated Massachusetts state workers have been suspended.
And another family weekend here at Emerson goes down in the books.
All that and more today, Tuesday, October 19th.
Good morning, Emerson. I'm Caroline Reese.
And I'm Danielle Fineza.
Thank you for waking up with us this morning here in beautiful Boston. We have a great show for you today.
There's a lot happening here at Emerson and in the city around us, so let's jump right in with today's top stories.
Family Weekend hit Emerson College this weekend, and it couldn't have gone better after the loss of what Family Weekend could have been last year without the pandemic. From workshops to speakers to attending games and performances, Family Weekend was a hit. With perfect weather, both Saturday and Sunday, families were seen all over Boston. One parent, Mia Kozel, mother of student athlete Benny Guevara, described Family Weekend saying, quote, "Family Weekend was filled with beautiful weather, informational sessions, and tasty snacks. It was great to interact with other families and hang out with some of my son's friends." Emerson was thrilled to give families a more complete family weekend, unlike last year during the height of the pandemic. And for many sophomores, this was their first college family weekend. Stay up to date on the Parent Facebook page for more information on how families can be involved.
A vaccine mandate for state employees went into effect yesterday. The mandate applies to 44,000 employees within the Massachusetts executive branch. Workers were eligible for religious or medical exemptions, but the deadline to apply has passed. Regular COVID testing is not an option to fulfill this requirement. Governor Baker's office began contracting non-compliant workers yesterday. MassDOT says their unvaccinated employees will face a 5-day suspension and later termination if they remain unvaccinated. Baker hopes the mandate will protect state employees who face large groups in person every day.
A longtime staff member, Chris Grant, has taken over Emerson's new Director of Student Services, Access and Belonging. Chris hopes to create a place for students to feel comfortable on campus. He says, quote, "I try to recognize and validate a current student's experience, and then through that, try to work on the solution as well so that a student doesn't feel like they are stuck. The Office of Student Success aims to help students navigate the stressors of college, whether social, academic, or personal changes. Chris, we couldn't be happier to have you be our new director. Please be sure to reach out to him to connect further."
If you're looking to sit down for an outdoor meal in the North End, you might have less time than you think. Boston's Little Italy is ending its patio dining season a month early on November 1st. This comes from the mayor's office, which cites construction projects, density, traffic, and parking issues as the causes for early closure. Restaurants in the rest of the city can continue serving outdoor meals until December 1st. Many North End-based restaurant owners worry November is too soon, saying it's unfair that other neighborhoods will continue patio seating. The city is currently working on a permanent outdoor dining plan that restaurants can apply to by next year.
Following a long year of Zoom open mics and low audience engagement, the Emerson Poetry Project has returned to campus this semester. EPP has seen a boom in membership in the past week since starting their organization up again. The group is now thrilled to see full rosters and open mic set lists. Jalissa Emil, a member of Emerson Poetry Project, says, quote, "Having the opportunity to have a place to speak the words out loud and do the poem in the way the poem is intended to be listened to is really essential to my writing." She is one of many who is thrilled to be back to performing live poetry. Be sure to check out their weekly open mics by visiting their social media pages for details. We're happy to have you back on campus this semester.
Tomorrow is the last day to apply for the Elma Lewis Center's Social Justice Solidarity Circles. The center defines solidarity as making meaningful connections between struggles and thinking about and working with intersectionality. Solidarity Circles is an 11th-month program for students to practice solidarity through engagement with community leaders, reflection, dialogue, and creative expression. The program will start next month and run through September 2022 for 2 hours weekly. Up to 8 students will be selected and applications will be accepted online until tomorrow at 5 p.m.
And now let's head on over to Madison Goldberg for what's happening in politics. Madison?
Thank you, Caroline. Although there aren't any updates in Emerson's search for a new president or student government association, here's some of the latest news in politics that Emerson students should know about. Colin Powell, the first black U.S. Secretary of State, died from COVID-19 and cancer complications on Monday. He was 84 years old. In 2001, when Powell was sworn in as Bush's Secretary of State, he became the highest-ranking black public official of all time until President Obama took office in 2008. While Powell was fully vaccinated, according to his family, the virus combined with multiple myeloma are what ultimately led to his death. President Biden spoke on his passing, saying, quote, "Colin embodied the highest ideals of both warrior and diplomat. He was committed to our nation's strength and security above all." And the Justice Department asked the Supreme Court on Monday to step in and block Texas's controversial 6-week abortion ban. The law bars nearly all abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. This block would place the Supreme Court justices back in the middle of the Roe v. Wade debate. On September 1st, the law passed through a starkly divided Supreme Court, rendering Roe v. Wade protections useless in the country's second-largest state. And as the Boston City Council race heats up, one candidate sent out mail with allegedly racist undertones. District 6 Arab American candidate Mary Tamer of West Roxbury mailed out flyers with her photo, printed in color, and her opponent, Black Dominican woman Kendra Hicks of Jamaica Plain, in a darkened black and white image, with the slogan, "There are stark differences between the candidates for District 6 City Council." Tamer's campaign addressed the controversy on Twitter, but never apologized, saying, quote, "Candidates for public office make errors in the midst of long campaign days, and everyone on this multi-ethnic, multilingual campaign team has learned a valuable lesson." That's all for politics this week. Back to you two at the desk.
Thank you, Madison.
Now we head over to Boston News, where Sam DeCoste shares opinions and polls about vaccinations.
New numbers coming in this week showing that 75% of Massachusetts residents are in favor of a universal COVID-19 vaccine mandate. These numbers coming in from the latest survey from the COVID States Project. The 50-state survey conducted in part by researchers from Harvard and Northeastern. In Massachusetts, support is strong for a universal vaccine mandate as well as more targeted guidelines. 81% of residents support a mandate for air travel, 71% want kids to be vaccinated before they go to school, and 78% are in favor of college students getting their shots. Researchers at the COVID States Project have been collecting public opinions tied to COVID since April 2020. This survey collected from Mass residents from August 26th and September 27th. Only New Jersey and Connecticut polling higher than Massachusetts in support of the mandate. The national average is at 65% in support of a vaccine mandate. From Boston, Sam DeCoste, Good Morning Emerson.
Thank you for those updates, Sam.
When we come back, Maximo Lawlor will join us with your 5-day forecast.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back.
Now, our Boston News correspondent, Sam DeCoste, is here with more on vaccine mandates.
Now let's take a look at the upcoming forecast with Maximo Lawlor. Did I hear correctly we might get some warm weather coming soon?
That's exactly right. It's not too warm today, but that's definitely not the case for all of the week. But let's take a look at your Tuesday. Currently, it's pretty chilly out there, so if you're waking up right now, probably best that you wear a jacket. Highs of 61 today, lows of 57. Should be clear skies though, so you really don't have to worry about any of that rain or anything like that today. So definitely chilly. But if you look later into the week, there's a stretch of some of that warmer weather coming back. So if you're really trying to embrace that warm weather today, this is the week to kind of just take it all in, because it's probably not going to be lasting too much longer. But if you look at our Wednesday, again, clear skies, but it'll be up in the 70s again. 71 is your high, low 56, and we'll see that in the evening hours. Similar weather on Tuesday and Friday. 72 is the high for both of those days, but a 61 is the low on Thursday, and a 55 is the low on Friday. And then we get back to chillier weather on Saturday. You know, it looks like fall again, and you'll see some clouds again. 64 degrees is the high and a low of 51, but that's weather. Take it away, Caroline and Danielle.
Thank you, Maximo. I look forward to that crisp fall weather.
And now we head over to Jillian Kay, who has an update on our Emerson Lions. Jillian?
Thanks, Danielle. As usual, Emerson sports did not disappoint this week, and here's why. Emerson College baseball finished their fall ball season this past weekend with an exciting inter-squad scrimmage. The enormous roster of 45 players split into two smaller teams led by senior captains Rory Tettemer and Calvin Jacey. They faced off in a thrilling two-day-long game, but in the end, Team Rourke came out on top with a score of 12-8 over Team Cal. They were awarded the first annual Downtown Brick Trophy. In dramatic fashion, Coach Nicholas Veneke brought Rory into pitch to close out the game, bringing home the win for Team Roar. When asked about his team's success, Rory replied, quote, "Being the first to hold up that brick with my team was an amazing feeling. I wouldn't have wanted my final fall season to end any other way." Here at GME, we can't wait to watch the Lions season next March. Stay tuned for more information on their games next semester. And don't forget to follow their Twitter account at EC Baseball Lions. Congratulations, Team Roar. Speaking of big wins, Emerson women's volleyball dominated their family weekend tri-match versus Suffolk and Colby College. They swept both teams in 3 sets. Amelia Combs led the Game 1 leaderboard with 14 kills and 2 blocks. Rebecca Polsky contributed 15 assists, and Carolyn Vimoso recorded 7 digs. For Game 2, Parker Cummings took the offensive reins with 9 kills. Polsky surpassed her first game stats with 17 assists, and Caroline Davis added an impressive 13 dig and 4 service ace performance. Needless to say, the energy in the Bobby Brown Gymnasium was electric. It was the first time off-campus spectators were allowed to watch a game in person since 2019. After the success of Family Weekend, the Emerson Athletic Department re-examined their spectator policy. Now going forward, they will allow up to 125 spectators to watch games in person. The timing of this announcement is perfect because the Lady Lions have 4 home games this week. So be sure to pack the Bobby tomorrow and Thursday night at 7 p.m. and again on Saturday at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. With fall season sports coming to a close, men's and women's basketball officially started practicing last week. The women's first home game is Sunday, November 14th, while the men start around the same time. Hopefully the new spectator policy will be extended to the basketball season so players, friends, and families can attend upcoming games. In the meantime, you can count on one thing. We are very excited for basketball season here at Good Morning Emerson, and I can't wait to share all the details very soon. That's all for sports today. Caroline and Danielle, back to you.
Thank you so much, Jillian.
When we come back, Berk Tanyel will fill us in on Netflix's newest hit show. Stay with us.
Ever think about having your content appear on a screen like this one? Or this one? What about that one? Or that one? Or that one? Or that one? What about one of these boys? Huh?
Get out of here.
It's okay. How about this fancy old piece of technology? Looking good. Where was I? Yeah, so if you want to get your fill on any of these ones, all you gotta do is email submissions at emersonchannel.org or go to emersonchannel.org/submissions. What are you waiting for? Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay, bye.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Netflix's Squid Game has taken the internet by storm. We go to our What's Trending correspondent, Berk Tanyel, for more.
Hey, I'm Berk Tanyel from Good Morning Emerson. Squid Game is the newest pop culture phenomenon with already over 100 million viewers. The show released on Netflix last month, and it features innocent games with contestants which quickly turn into a battle for life and death. Let's see how well our own local Bostonians would do in this tournament. Let's see if they would perish. Aiden, what's your favorite game from Squid Game?
Ooh, that's tough. I would say the bridge game. That bridge game was really entertaining, kept me on my toes. I feel like it was the most, engaging of all the games.
Well, I don't think we can play that here, but have you seen Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Yes.
We're gonna play some Rock, Paper, Scissors to the death, okay?
Sweet.
We're gonna go best out of 3.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Cal Ben, are you a Squid Game enjoyer by any chance?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite game on Squid Game?
Tug of war by far.
Wow, tug of war. Do you think if you played tug of war in real life, you'd be able to win, or do you think you would die and perish?
I think I would win because I studied that scene intensely.
Okay, we're gonna play then. Come on. 3, 2, 1. So basically, if I was on Squid Games, I would have won. And that's what I learned today. You all should go watch Squid Games on Netflix. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Berk Tanyel, signing off for Good Morning Emerson.
To me, this show really did come out of nowhere. It was as if one day suddenly everybody started mentioning this show.
I have to say I feel the same way. Well, that's all we have today on Good Morning Emerson. I'm Danielle Fineza.
And I'm Reese. Have a great day. We will see you on Thursday.